Thank you very much for participating in the poll. I will give the answers at the end of the program. Probably most of them, there is a conflict among the group, right? So we have to find out. We will see first of all what is zeroth law of thermodynamics. Okay. ACT stands for Arjun College of Technology. I was in contact with Arjun College of Technology. And you were also in contact with Arjun College of Technology. What is the result? You and I are now in contact with each other now in this session. This is nothing but zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics states that if A and C are in equilibrium with P, then A and C are in equilibrium. Right? If two bodies are in equilibrium with a third body, the two bodies are in equilibrium with each other. That is what is. Example is thermometer. Right? This is a mercury there. Glass tube is here and surroundings there. And glass tube is in contact with surrounding, glass tube is in contact with liquid. So thermometer is in contact with mercury and ambient. Therefore, mercury is used to measure the temperature of ambient. Mercury and ambient are in equilibrium with each other. Therefore, the ambient and mercury are in contact, and we use the mercury to measure the temperature. Right? Then we will see that first law of thermodynamics. Here is a piston with a piston head. Now there is a matter there inside. It has got an internal energy, and I apply heat. Please note that I am applying only heat, nothing else. Now what happens? This piston head moves to the top, so there is a work done, and the energy changes to internal energy changes to U2. The relation is first law is Q is equal to W plus U2. W plus U2 minus U1, because change in energy is U2 minus U1. Right? This is the first law. Please mute yourself. And energy transferred and transformed. Please note here energy is transferred as internal energy, and then energy transformed heat to work. Right? The total energy capital E is capital E, and U is the internal energy. I am not considering potential energy and gravitational energy and things like that. Right? Now I consider another example. Now here I am considering the same piston cylinder arrangement. Here the energy is E1, total energy capital E1. Now this is called state 1. I am applying both heat and work. So it is changed to state 2, energy 2. I have applied more weight because the pressure has changed. So work is done now on the system by applying a pressure, right? By adding weight. Therefore, now I am removing heat and work. Then what happens? It comes back to its original state. Possible, if possible, right? So these three together form a cycle. These two together form a process. These two together form a process. That you know the difference between process and cycle. Now I got four processes. One is this process, another is process. This is another process. Likewise, you can combine and call it as a single process. You can segregate and call it as individual processes as you think fit, right? So here the relation is Q is equal to W plus E2 minus E1. Since there is work is added and then work is removed also, I use a differential term, right? First law states that integral of Q minus integral of W is equal to 0 because for this cycle. Because it has come back to its original state, right? This is nothing but E. Delta E should be 0 for the cycle, and for every process, this is the relation, right? Now, I consider this state 1 and state 2. I go from state 1 to state 2 by a process A. Then what I do is I go back to the original state by a process B. Then the first law, as I told you, dQA minus dWA plus QB minus Q minus W for process B should be equal to 0 because cycle. I consider another process C. I come back to the same original state 1. Then for this A and C cycle, Q minus W for the process A plus Q minus W for the process C should be equal to 0. Equating these two, this term cancels. This term cancels. Therefore, I remove this process A. Then for these two processes, parts B and C, I get Q minus W for C is equal to Q minus W for B, which is equal to E1, E2 minus E1, which is delta E. What does it mean? If I go from this to this integrated, or if I go from this to this integrated, I get the same delta E. Therefore, this is called exact differential. That means it is a property. Capital E is a property, and then it is a point function. Right? Understand? Now, while riding a bicycle, I apply a brake. What happens? Heat is developed. Heat is generated by friction. Can I apply heat to the brake? If I apply heat to the bicycle tire, it will not ride. It will burn. So there is a limitation. Keep a cup of coffee on your table. Hot coffee cools. Cool coffee, can it become hot? No. So there is again a limitation. There is a direction involved. We will see that. Limitations of first law of thermodynamics. Whatever we saw in the previous slide is stated like this, using jargon. Heat source is there, work. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Because there needs to be a heat rejected. See, consider the case of a purchase. I go to a shop. I buy bananas. I buy bananas for 100 rupees. Now, I buy 1 kg of banana. Can I say that 100 rupees is equal to 1 kg of banana? I cannot say that, because he has to get a profit. The seller has to get a profit. So the banana may be worth only 90 rupees. The 10 rupees goes to the seller. Similarly, I have to give something back to the nature. Nature will not allow you. Just like that, swindling the nature. Is it possible? You cannot swindle nature. Therefore, if there is a heat source and you are using the heat source to convert it to work, certain portion of the heat, you give it back to the nature, then only you will get work. Otherwise, the continuous work from the heat source is not at all possible. Now, coffee. From cool temperature, lower temperature to high temperature, you cannot pass heat. This is the limitations, right? The nature, right? Now, Kelvin Planck stated the same thing. This is not possible. Clausius stated the same thing. This is not possible. That is from lower temperature to higher temperature, not possible. Both are same. How do we prove it? You can see it in the classroom. Your teacher will definitely teach you, or the teachers, please teach them the class. Carnot cycle. See, heat source is there, high temperature, low temperature, heat is flowing from this way, and we put a system inside. Do you know what is a system? Most of you might have answered. Please let me tell you now, system is nothing but a matter here. 1 kg of whatever substance you want to say. Only thing is the substance should be compressible and simple. Water, 1 kg of water. Very good. That's a system, that's all. Nothing else. Your surrounding, all these things are not there. System means only matter or region, fixed region, that is open system, right? You can call it as your open system or closed system, but I'm considering the matter as 1 kg of matter here, right? Okay. Now, I get the work now. This is a Carnot cycle. How do I get the work here? I consider ideal, isothermal expansion, that is heat addition. Then isothermal compression, that is heat rejection, right? This will be a straight line at higher temperature. This will be a straight line at lower temperature if temperature is the y-axis. And adiabatic expansion is the work done, the turbine. And coming back to compression, because I have taken only 1 kg of matter, no, 1 kg of water. I have to bring back to the original state. Therefore, I am compression, adiabatic compression. Therefore, this undergoes a cycle. It receives the heat, 1 kg, it converts the heat and then rejects the heat to the condenser, converts the balance into work, and then part of the work is taken back to convert it back to water. This is the ideal system. I'm using a gas here. I should not use water here. Why I should not use water, I will tell you in the next few slides. Now, Carnot cycle, I'll put PV diagram. See, this is the isothermal expansion. Heat is added. And then adiabatic expansion, work done by the turbine. And then isothermal rejection. And then compression, adiabatic compression, isentropic compression, whatever you may call it, to bring back to its original state. It is complete. No natural real system will be like this, because you can't get back to this like this. So we use from fresh and exhaust it to the ambient, take fresh, exhaust to the ambient, and do like that. Now this is what I have stated here. Now the efficiency is, please note, I'm giving in two terms. Now this term is T1 minus T2 by T1 is the ideal Carnot cycle efficiency, because he has considered isothermal and adiabatic processes. and comes back to its original state. Therefore, this relation gives you the maximum efficiency. This Q1 minus Q2 and Q1, we do not know in the reality, it may be different. Therefore, this is a real-time efficiency. So the real-time efficiency will always be less than this Carnot efficiency. We will see that. See, I am drawing it in TS diagram, I am drawing it in PV diagram. The same thing, please note, this is vertical, same direction, upward. Please note that. And then heat rejection, same here, it is slanting, it is horizontal. Only difference between TS and this thing, here you are using vertical and horizontal, you are using slanting and slanting. And then work done here. And then heat rejection done here. It is very easy to draw the diagram even in your sleep, if you remember this. Even the plant diagram, it is very easy. I will tell you in the few slides. Right. Now we will see only the TS diagram now here. Now I told you this is efficiency, and this is the Carnot efficiency. Now for an actual engine, Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 is less than T1 minus T2 by T1. I'm not going deep into the mathematics. I'm sorry for it. This Q1 by Q1 is 1, T1 by T1 is 1. Therefore, this 1 can be cancelled. This minus can be adjusted. Therefore, this can be modified into this form. And ultimately, it becomes Q1 by T1 is less than Q2 by T2. Please note that here, I have proved that energy is a property, capital E is a property. The same way here, I am taking this close and close to this T1. Then what happens? Isothermal heat addition, isothermal heat rejection, and the temperature is same T. Therefore, and it goes a cycle, reversible cycle, and therefore I'll say that in differential form, cyclic dq by T is equal to 0. Sir, mute your audio, please. In differential form, cyclic dq by T is less than or equal to 0. Equal to 0 is for ideal, less than 0 is for real process. And therefore, I get another property from the second law, which is entropy. Right? S is a property, it is a point function. Right? We know that Q is equal to U plus PV from the first law. Divide throughout by T, you get a relation for entropy. You know what is du? Du is CV dt. CV dt by T, you know dt by T integral is log. And PdV, you know PV by T. PV is equal to RT. T by T is equal to R by V. Therefore, I put R by V dV. And dV by V is log. Therefore, you get this. And you know P is equal to RT. P2 V2 by P1 V1. I get P2 by P1, V2 by V1. R gets cancelled. Right? Therefore, you get a simplified relation. All you need to know is measure pressure and volume, or measure pressure and temperature. You have measuring instruments for any process, anywhere. Therefore, now you should be master to know for any process how to find out entropy, how to find out temperature, how to find out volume. We will go to third law of thermodynamics. See, this is a Carnot engine. This is a sink. This I take it as a source for the next engine. Then what I do is I get the next system. So I get ultimately one temperature. That temperature is the lowest temperature possible, where entropy is 0. Consider, for example, ice. There is a molecular movement. Steam, there is again a molecular movement. There is a difference between the two molecular movements. Here it is slow, it is quick. If it becomes still, the coldest possible temperature is reached.
Very much.
And entropy is 0 at absolute 0 temperature. Minus 2. Please close your, mute your audio, please. Can you go lower than absolute 0 temperature? You cannot get colder than that, because you have already reached the South Pole. Can you go to South Pole from South Pole? No. So you cannot go. It would be like trying to go to South from South Pole, because you can only go to North from South Pole. Is there a corresponding maximum possible temperature? Yes, it is possible. Maxwell has proved it, but we have not believed it. The possible temperature is 10 power 32 Kelvin. You know, when it formed, it was obtained at the time of the formation of the universe. Big Bang occurred. Fundamentals of laws of thermodynamics over. If you have understood at least a few of what I have said, please type in your chat box understood, so that I can proceed further. Thank you.
Them are seriously interested in listening to you.
Thank you. Thank you very
Kindly
much.
extend the program for whatever the time you want and complete your plan. Thank you.
Yes. Now, I just wanted to show this diagram because this is a rectifier. You all know petroleum products How do we get? You get kerosene, you get paraffin, you get all other pure and impure oils and all. So this is a process diagram that is used. This is a, for a water, it will be a single line. It will be a horizontal line. For constant pressure, it will be a horizontal line. Latent heat is added at a constant temperature. It will evaporate completely at a constant temperature. But this is a mixture. Like for example, I take ammonia water mixture. Ammonia concentration is shown here. Now, the diagram for that will be like this. The bottom line is the saturation line. That is at which point it is, what do you call it, it is becoming vapor here. It is being, it becomes liquid, right? Condensing. I am sorry for the term, I am searching for it. It starts condensing here, becomes liquid here. In between, it is liquid and vapor, right? It is saturated liquid here, and it is saturated superheated vapor outside, saturated liquid, saturated vapor here. And it is for ammonia. Please note, this is what is being used. I take ammonia water here at the bottommost, heat it, it becomes a weak solution. When it goes up, here the temperature is low. When it goes low, what happens? I am mixing the ammonia from the system into this, ammonia liquid into this. So it becomes stronger because stronger liquid evaporates here, right? Therefore, it evaporates at a higher temperature also here, and it condenses at lower temperature here. Understand? Therefore, the liquid is evaporating at a higher level as well as condensing at the same level here. Therefore, I get purified ammonia at the topmost, and then weak solution becomes stronger, and then therefore cycle can be repeated. This is this diagram that helps me to make a continuous cyclic process using ammonia water. Therefore, I can get different temperatures at which the concentration levels are different here. Here it is condensing at a lower temperature, it's evaporating at a higher temperature. Understand? Therefore, the characteristic curve, it is an eyeball for me. It is an eye opener for you. This is created by God. The mixture property characteristics. You take any mixture, ammonia water vapor mixture or any absorbent mixture, it will be, process will be like this. It gets married only as a liquid at this condition, as a pure vapor at these conditions. Rectifier, I have shown this example. Now I'll forget about it because I'm not going deep into this vapor absorption system. I'm going to gas power cycle. What is a gas power cycle? Where is it used? I'm just putting it in the record. I'm not going to speak more about it. I'll just go through this. What is this working medium is a gas. What is a phase change? It is not there. And things like that. Initial stage, fuel, vapor and air. Final stage is combustion products. Please note, working fluid is only one through, it is no recycling. Very important. These are all the gas power cycles. Combustion products is exhausted and fresh fuel vapor is sucked in. This is a real-time process used in combustion engines and automobiles, these gas power cycles. Now, for comparison, what is the fuel that we can use? This is a question asked to me many times. I fumble. Normally, I tell only hydrocarbons. Very good answer. Flammable gas, light distillate petroleum, paraffin oil is nothing but kerosene, sir. Gasoline is nothing but petrol, sir. And natural gas, any fuel that can produce carbon dioxide. Mute, please, mute. That can produce carbon dioxide or helium or nitrogen or combination of any of this. You can take it as a fuel. There are only, in any processes, there are only two processes, work done and heat. Work is done by the system positive, on the system negative, received by the system positive, rejected by the system negative. The processes involved are isentropic process, constant volume process, constant pressure process, constant temperature process. For any process, you can say that the first law is Q and this is del Q, because Q can go in and go out, and W can be done by the system on the system. So I use del Q and del W. And first law is Q minus W is equal to del U, is a net Q, net W. And first law for the cycle, for the entire four processes put together, is 0. These are the only two things used for any processes, for any real-time systems, thermal systems. Once you know these two things, you can solve it confidently. What are the four processes? You know that I have added 5. This is nothing but the same process. Only thing is, instead of gamma, we are using M. Now, these are all the different processes. You can draw it yourself. This is only shown for you to go through later on, pause the video and understand this, right? Here I have given V2 is greater than V1, so that this is expansion. This is isobaric, constant pressure, constant volume, and constant entropy is here, right? This is compression, this is expansion. P is lower. See, as T goes down, pressure goes down. These are all the basic things. You can draw it yourself. And I'll just stop with this probably here. I will take only one of the processes, constant volume. Work done is known. What is work done? Pressure into dV. Volume being constant, dV is 0, therefore it is 0. And heat received is always known. Heat received is always Cv into T2 minus T1 for a constant volume process. Only in the case of a constant pressure process, it is Cp into T2 minus T1. That's all. Only thing is, once you know W and Q, you know del U. So del U is known and del H is known because del U plus W is called del H. Hence del H is known. Del S is equal to del Q by integral of dQ by T because we know dQ, Cv dt. dQ is equal to Cv into dt. Cv into dt divided by T is Cv dt by T. Therefore, Cv log T2 by T1. So you can find out everything. Another process, constant pressure process. Same way, I'm just giving the formula here. Work done is known, Q is known, first law is known. Therefore, I know del U is known, del H is known, and del S is Cp into dt by dt because Cp into dt, right? dQ by T, Q is equal to Cp to Q is Cp. Cp, Q is equal to Cp. I made a mistake here, sorry. Cp dt, right? Okay. And hence delta is known. For this process, work done is PdV. Please note, constant pressure. This is PV is equal to constant because T is constant. PV is equal to RT. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. I substitute PV by V because P is equal to PV by V. PV is constant. dV by V is log V2. Therefore, I know work done is known. I know heat energy Cv into T2 minus T1. I know del U, First law. I know DH formula. I know because of the opposite signs it cancels. Therefore, you get 0. Please be careful. These two are same. Here it is V1 by V2. Yes, V2 by V1. Right? Therefore, it is 0. And then del S is equal to del S is known because dQ by T is known. Q is known. dQ by T is known. You can find out everything. Therefore, every process, you know the work done is known, heat received is known. All the processes, if you take any system, all these things, let me not go to Rankine cycle. See, I tell you, this is a Rankine cycle. I'm generating steam here. Heat is added, isothermal. Work is expanded. Work is done by the system. Heat is rejected. And then work is done to bring it back to water. So this is a saturated line here, saturated liquid and saturated vapor here. Please note, boiler is on top, so the heat added line is on top. Condenser is at the bottom, so the heat rejection is at the bottom. Turbine is on the right, therefore expansion is on the right. And then heat compression is on the left, compression is on the left. You know the direction here. But this is not possible, you know why? Because here you have water and steam, both liquid and vapor. Here it should be only gas, but the entire region is only liquid and vapor. Therefore, I can't use this. Therefore, what I do is I extend it and extend it like this. You will see that. See here, the same Carnot cycle I have extended because here this is nothing but pump. 1 to T is nothing but pump. And this is nothing but sensible heat, temperature rise. This is nothing but latent heat. And this is nothing but superheated. And this is nothing but adiabatic turbine. And if you want isentropic, you can go like that. If you have purely, completely steam, gas, you can go like this. But it is not so. Therefore, all this can be drawn. All you need to know is enthalpy here. Please note, I told you, you need to know the Q and W in all these processes. You can find out the efficiency. But now I'm telling you, enthalpy is enough for you to find out everything because here it is an open system. Water is flowing there. Therefore, everywhere flow work is there. And that is possible only if you consider all the energies. And the difference between enthalpies give you the work done here. Enthalpy difference gives you heat addition here, sensible heat. Enthalpy difference gives you latent heat added here. Enthalpy difference gives you sensible heat added here. And enthalpy difference gives you work given by the system given here. Here, the distance between the enthalpies give you heat rejected here. So once you find out the properties, how will you find out the state levels? You have instruments. Using the instrument, find out the state levels, find out the enthalpies from the tables. Once you know the enthalpies, you know the entire system is in your fingertips. You can solve any problem in thermal equipments, you can decide it. Learning objectives, in this program we have seen applications and opportunities, temperature, humidity and comfort. Though I did not include it in the title, we knew more about the dew point and heat index. Fundamentals, We did a poll, laws of thermodynamics we have seen, all the four laws in fact. Gas cycles we have seen, how to draw a system, how to find out the process parameters, how to find out the work done, heat added, and the efficiency. Thank you very much. In industry, if you don't do something in time, it becomes irrelevant. In academics, if you don't do something in time, it becomes research. I've done a research here. I'm sorry. In a research, 99% of the time, the researcher is frustrated. Only 1% elated. But still, it is worth it. Pursue what you feel suits you. All the best, teachers and students. Thank you very much for being patient with me. Thanks to Arjun College of Technology, Coimbatore. Thank you for watching. And provide your details and comments on the link, please. It will be provided in the chat box. Thank you very much.
Sir, maybe that link can be put in the chat box so that all the
Yes.
participants can share their feedback. And also